go live. Are we live? Are we live? After some umming and ahhing tonight, or earlier today, I think I'm going to start a new rogue. And just have a chill time leveling. You know, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I want to go ahead and, do I want to go ahead and make the bags? I kind of do. Okay. Where'd all my gold go on this character? Where did all my gold go? None of these characters should have much. Oh, I guess I'll just pull it out of the bank. Rerolling is expensive. So let's come in here, withdraw. Let's withdraw 250. Okay.
Be careful out there.
And I need Sunfire Silk. I need to remember what I need for this stuff. Sunfire Silk backpack. And then Arcana Weave. Return rucksack. There we go. All right, so for the Sunfire Silk, I need 32 times 4, which is 128. So 128. For the bolts, I need 40 of those. All right, and then I need primal energy. I'm going to need 6 times 4, 24 of those. All right, pure void. I'm going to need 6 of those, I think. Yeah, 6. And then we need Arcana Weave. Gonna need 32 of those. And the bolt I need 10 of. All right. Let's go ahead and put that stuff in the bank.
What's the word on the street?
207 556 77. Oof.
Go get him, champ.
All right. And we switch over to Suffer. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da. Okay.
Sinu Amanore.
It's a new Amanori. Let's deposit 47, 61, 50, 50, 16. There we go.
Adieu, Shala.
Okay. Log out. All right, let's make a new rogue. I definitely have a look that I go for with my characters. All right. Rogues often serve as assassins or scouts, though many are lone wolves as well. Rogues can often sneak around enemies or attack an opponent from behind to try and finish them off quickly. Blood Elf. Survivors of a brutal war, the Blood Elves drew strength from the magical Sunwell to rebuild their kingdom. Enchanting skill increase, restoring resources like mana or energy, dispel nearby enemies, and they are resistant to arcane damage. Good stuff. We're going with Roof, R-U-F-P-H. We're going with the 15th skin tone, the first face. Prince. 5. Full. Long. 12. Both. Next, Sunstrider Isle. Finish. Alright, bear with me for just a moment. I need to do something really quick. Couple things, actually. I want to... Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. I'm going to remove this add-on. Yep. And then I need to go in here, in here. Actually, let's go back to here. Do that. Delete. Close. All right. That's all fine and dandy. Go ahead and wait a second for the stream to catch back up. All right, looks like we're back in. So let's go ahead and start. Hopefully this will just be a nice, chill little leveling stream.
The past few years have seen unprecedented changes within the eternal land of Quel'Thalas. The Blood Elves, following the will of their crazed leader Kael'thas Sunstrider, channeled dangerous, chaotic magics to transform their sacred Sunwell into a gateway of unspeakable evil. While
A lot of
Kael'thas and his
people
demonic masters
in this
were
area
eventually
tonight.
defeated, a different kind of transformation occurred within the Sunwell itself, as a dying Naru sacrificed its life essence to reignite the Sunwell into a fount of holy energy. Now, the Blood Elf Regent Lorthamar Theron sees a new hope on the horizon for his people. Over time, the Sunwell's light could cure the Blood Elves of their cursed state. But many still cling to the arcane powers they've procured, and are hesitant to relinquish them. As one of the remaining Blood Elves, you must fight to protect Quel'Thalas, and help redeem the soul of your ancient people.
Yes, we will do that.
Anu Belore Delana.
Reclaiming Sunstrider Isle. I'm not going to read all the quests because I'm sorry, I just can't be asked. I've done it too many times in this zone. But I will take 35 of these. And actually, after I went through all that work to make the good bags, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take 4 of the bags that I got for free from the Winds of Fortune event, or whatever it's called. Because I don't trust myself to not delete this character. Let's go ahead and withdraw. We'll draw 22,014, 3445. That puts me at 1,050,000. That should be plenty. Okay. Options: auto loot, action bars, combat, social, guild invites, class colors off, close macros, clear them bars. Edit mode, modern. Settings, reset, reset, reset. Okay. Sinister Strike can go there. That can go there. I need my Mechano Hog. Put that there. Okay. I think that's really all we need for now. So we got to go ahead and kill some of these mana worms. Unfortunately, from what I remember, Rogue is a little bit of a pain in the butt at these early levels. No recovery ability at all. No finisher. So I'm just stuck Sinister Striking over and over and over. But we will kill the mana worms. Kill the mana worms over and over. Because apparently they're causing problems. Just waiting for this mage to go ahead and just start causing trouble. There we go. Quest objective complete. Time to turn it in. Lots of people playing tonight. All right. Turn that in. At least now we have a finisher. Go ahead and kill some of these springpaw cubs. Take their collars. All right, 3 more collars. Do. Okay.
What business have you? Anaria Shola.
Turn in that. Put on my new gloves. Stealth and cheap shot unlocked.
State your business. Shorel Iran.
Our enemies will fall.
Okay.
What business have you?
Moving on. Oh, someone else is taking out mana worms.
Anaria Shola. Hold your head high.
So we're going to go over here and kill some trees. Ooh, that mage causing a light show over there. But also, what are they wearing? Oh, I need to put stealth there. That there. That there and that there. Maybe another time I'll redo my bindings for this character, but for now, we'll just work with my general bindings and manually bind stealth. Back in like original classic, feels weird that I have to specify that. Like back in 2005, I think I tried a rogue or played a little bit of rogue, and I really liked it. But the things that I always really liked were the big openers from stealth, like ambush or, ambush was the big one. And so with subtlety kind of being the Shadow Dance stealth spec, like, I really like using Shadow Strike over and over and over. Like, I just like how that looks. I like the animation. I like everything about Shadow Strike. But I know that ultimately it's more about the finishers than it is about the builders. And I think that's the way it has to be, right? You can't really have your finishers not be worth pressing. Otherwise, you'll never press them. And your combo point builders can't be better than your finishers because, again, you'll just always push a builder. It's the same thing that happened with, or that was happening with Devour. Oh my god. Devour, Demon Hunter. There was a point, as I've on the pre-patch especially, where you just pressed consume a bunch and a bunch of consumes over and over, because consume was just too good. Especially when they like buffed it to generate 2 souls. It's like, what are you doing? You're making your builder even more powerful. Did level 4 really not teach me anything? Weird. So yeah, rogue's got to be about the finishers. Oh, some nice mage gave me intellect. I'm the smartest rogue there is. I'm kind of excited to see what class specific options rogues get in some of the Silvermoon stuff. There is a quest line in Silvermoon for Murder Row where you work with a demon hunter to try and find fell traces throughout the city. And if you're a warlock or a demon hunter, you already know how to detect fell, and so you get a buff that's like your natural ability allows you to detect fell automatically. But if you're a class that doesn't specialize in fell magic, the demon hunter will place a buff on you, allowing you to detect fell magic. And then there's also a bit in the quest line where you go investigating a few different stalls, or like you interview people trying to get more information on, or trying to get leads on where the fell is coming from. And if you're, I've seen custom options for warlock, I've seen custom options for hunter. I can't remember if I saw one for demon hunter or not. But I'm just kind of curious if rogue would have something, because it kind of takes place. I mean, it's the quest line for Murder Row, which is like the rogue base of operations in Silvermoon. So I would imagine that rogues get some kind of custom class option in the dialogue there, but I don't know for sure. All right, nice little loop there. We got all our quests done. We're just going to go ahead and turn those in.
Our enemies will fall.
Boop, 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 boop.
Anaria Shola.
Ooh, a belt. And a cloak from this guy.
We will persevere.
And a buff. And level 5, which gives me sprint. Which won't make much of a difference at the moment. And now this guy. This quest, I think, can take an axe. 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2. We'll take the axe for the 1 to 2 damage. I don't know if Sinister Strike still works off of that,
We will
but
have justice.
we'll take it. I don't know that I've looked at rogue leveling since the patch came out. I'm curious to see if with 1205, since they're giving classes the option on where to sheathe their weapons, I wonder if they'll give rogues the option to put daggers on their back, like the Legion artifact weapon for assassination. I always thought that was a really cool look, especially for a dagger. In part because WoW daggers are massive. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if you can put daggers on your back. I keep pressing E to try and do my interrupt, and I don't have it yet. Just gotta kill a few more of these elementals or arcane constructs. Sinister Strike. Sinister Strike. Sinister Strike. Eviscerate. One more of the tainted ones and one more of the regular ones. Regular ones, regular ones. Not quite sure how this is going to go at 65% health. My guess is, yeah, the other rogue's coming. Actually, you know what? I'm going to grind out this last few little bit of levels. Oh, dang it. How much experience do I need? Like 120. So six mobs or so. Oh, I don't have any combo points. That's why my eviscerate's not working. There we go. Now I've got kick. Is fleet-footed not a thing anymore?
Glory to the Sindori. What business have you? Yes. We will persevere. Shorel Barat.
Okay, heading on to the next subzone. Let's go. Ugh. Get so tired.
Our enemies will fall. Be ready for anything.
Now this is something that's going to suck because I usually, when going this route, I usually try and pull a couple mobs on the way to Falcon Wing Square
Victory lies ahead.
to try and get that last bit of the level. Bum, 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 bum. Hooray, we got ambush. Three more levels, and then I get to choose my spec. Oh yeah, Noble Garden is going on.
Do not loiter. Your gold is welcome here. Stay the course. Choose wisely. Salama Ashalanore.
It's kind of a weird thing to think about that people who start playing WoW at a different time of year might have an entirely different experience in terms of like what the game is like for them. Because like for me, all this stuff is just like extra, right? Like it's
Glory to the Sindori.
like I didn't experience this really leveling, so it's kind of just a bonus thing that goes on. But someone leveling right now, seeing that for the first time, that's their first experience with Falcon Wing Square. They're going to come back and they're going to see that someday, and it's not going to have the Noble Garden stuff up, and they're going to be like, well, this is weird. Oh, dang it, those aren't shared. Someone else is doing my quests. Take out this wretched urchin. Always funny to me when that last animation goes out and the guy's already dead. Just slapping that dead body for some reason. Waiting for the arcane patroller to come over this way. So I think he gets to about here before he turns around. Now we'll never know. Been a long time since I've had to come over here and grab this one. Bum, bum. Now, thankfully, with everyone playing tonight, this area should be relatively cleared out. Just kind of hoping that... Oh, dang it. Of course he would spawn. feel like I usually have Crimson Vial or Evasion at this point. Alright, now we can head back to Falcon Wing Square. I think part of the reason I'm lower level is because Rogue allows you to sneak by a lot of stuff that you don't want to do, which cuts into your kill experience. Ooh. The next subzone with the casters and the elementals. It's a tough one.
Anaria Shola. Victory lies ahead.
Baladash, Malanore. Death to all who oppose us.
The dark times will pass. A new Velore Delana.
A new Belore Delana. Hopefully there'll be like a caster or a tank or someone in the area that can take some of the heat off of me.
The eternal sun guides us. Glory to the Sindori.
State your business.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm a little bit
Glory
behind
to the Sindori.
in terms of what level I should be at.
Time is of the essence.
Baladash Malanore. Glory to the Sindori.
Okay, we got my flask. That is helpful for sure. So here's the thing about these mana wraiths, and I've talked about it in other streams, I think, too. When they die, they have a chance to, burst, showering the area with arcane residue. This arcane residue debuff is brutal against casters, which are what the Mana Stalkers are. The Mana Stalkers will randomly cast Moonfire at you if you're in combat with them for a certain amount of time. So if Moonfire lasts a few seconds, that's a huge chunk of damage. Now, usually what would happen is this debuff would get refreshed, and it would actually say increases spell damage by 500. Since it's not doing that, I'm like, they may have fixed it, but I really don't want to take that chance. The other thing that's really nice about it, though, is there it goes. Spell damage increased by 702. So that would one-shot me. A Moonfire would one-shot me. If I got hit by a cast of any spell, I would be destroyed. Now, the actual mana wraiths don't have any spells that they cast other than Fairy Fire, which just lowers your armor. So you're fine fighting them all in a row, but you don't want to take on the stalkers after while you have that debuff, because especially if you're not using heirlooms or if you're low gear or whatever, like if you are in combat with them for too long, like 10 seconds, they will use Moonfire on you and you will die. Yeah. So, and the thing is, every time they die, they have a chance to do it. So when you're killing all 5 of them in a row, you have a chance for that debuff to get reapplied in the last 2 minutes. So now it's just a matter of killing time, killing 2 minutes while that debuff wears off. So while that's going on, I guess we could just take a look at some transmog. I think I could be okay fighting the scout. The scouts, I guess I could look them up. I don't think they have any abilities that do magic damage. Not Dalaran Scout. Darnassian Scout. Right? Yeah. Doesn't list any abilities that they have, but now the buff is gone, so now we can actually do some fighting. I was just curious to see if that rogue had the debuff on him. Yeah, this subzone is a little tough for rogues. Not like tough, but it just slows down a bit. Oh, yep, he's recouping. Oh, okay. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. Actually scared me a little bit. In part because I didn't know what that rogue was going to do. All right, so he's got the debuff now. Lately, since this has become an issue, you see a lot more Blood Elf skeletons just laying around in this subzone. Yep, there's the Moonfire. Some lucky crits with that one. That one went pretty fast. Okay. So that's done. We'll go kill some murlocs next.
Yes. Farewell. Hold your head high.
Is that another one of those main hand? Oh no, it is a one hand. Okay. That is okay by me. A lot of weapons in these early zones, for some reason, only allowed you to use them in the main hand. Just kind of a weird little leftover from the original release of WoW and Burning Crusade.
Anu Belore de la Na.
All right. Yeah, usually by now I'm level 9 pretty solidly. So we're a little behind, but that's okay. Not the end of the world. I'm trying not to rush this too much. We're going to try and get the murlocs to separate a little bit, because the last thing I want is for them to get all rushy, you know, team up. I'm really just using the Arcane Torrent to build a little bit more energy, to just speed up that energy regen rate, because it's kind of low right now, and being able to attack a little bit faster is helpful. Two fish heads. Ah. Oh, I should put that there, that there. Now, I feel like I heard a gunshot behind me, like a World of Warcraft gunshot. But maybe I'm just imagining things. It's slow going. Oh, maybe it was the body collapsing that I heard. Okay, that's nice. How much does that heal for 20%? We need 3 more fish heads. 2 more fish heads. Wait for Crimson Vial. Do a little heal. Now we'll go ahead and start the attack. Get a full 5 combo points. And eviscerate. Not quite what I needed. Just 1 more fish head. Still nothing. There we go. Hooray.
Victory lies ahead. We will persevere. Salama Ashalanore.
Slice and dice. Is cut to the chase still a thing? Yes, it is. There it is. Target acquired. We're gonna wait for him to come back. Kind of hoping his little friend there breaks off from him. Seems like he might. Good stuff. All right. I'm not going to interrupt that because he also casts that. Healing wave. We did it. Okay.
Anaria Shola. Our enemies will fall. Remember the Sunwell.
All right, we're going to go back and turn this quest in. Lately, I've been doing incriminating documents just to turn that in. Not incriminating documents, sorry. Captain Calicendra's Lost Rudders. I've been turning this quest in just to clear my log. Because what I'll do is I'll finish up the Falcon Wing Square quest. And then I will hearth to my home. And use that to get to Orgrimmar and do all the other little stuff that I do. Chromie Time, Bank, other achievements.
Glory to the Sindorai.
So we'll turn
State
that
your
in.
business.
Gives me a nice little boost there. I don't even know a pending friend request. Not quite sure who this person is. I was going to look up the guides for Rogue and just double check to see if my knowledge is still up to date. Yep, okay, and then we'll go here, and we'll go there. And we'll go to builds and talents. Delves, Trickster. Okay. Close that. Oh no, Fleet-footed still is a talent. Okay, cool. Let's turn in this quest.
Our enemies will fall. State your business.
And take
we
this
will have
quest.
justice.
Yes.
Clear out my bags as long as I'm thinking about it.
Keep your wits about you.
Here we go.
Anaria Shola.
What's on your mind? Safe travels.
So this next quest won't quite get me to 10, but it'll be pretty close.
Enubilore Delana.
I feel like I'm gonna want a dagger here pretty quick.
Farewell. Remember
So I'm gonna
the
take the
sun
dagger. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go subtlety. So I think I'm gonna need a dagger pretty soon. Even though this can only fit in my main hand, which kind of sucks. We'll see what happens when I hit 10 and what abilities change and how they change and all that.
What business have you?
Roadside ambush. Do 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 do. Okay, turn in
Baladash,
this
Malanore.
quest. Loktar. Oh, not quite enough. Not quite enough to get to the next level. You know what I could do, though? I could
Speak up.
grab
What brings you
this,
here? Back to work.
right? And then come over here. Actually, I'm so torn. This isn't my usual route. I'm trying to game the experience I'm getting here just a little bit.
The dark times will pass.
I'll take that. So what I was planning on doing well, and I guess I kind of screwed myself because what I was going to do was go home and get Chromie Time activated and all that, but I like my quest log to be a little emptier. So what I'm gonna have to do is mess with my route a little bit. Not the end of the world, but not exactly my most efficient way of doing this. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this in.
The eternal sun guides
Not
us.
take that. We're gonna try and finish the, well, not try. We are gonna finish the Spring Paw Pelt, the Pelt Collection quest. Still need 5 pelts. Okay. We're gonna go do turn in this quest.
Anubelore Delana.
Not take that one. Someone else has been through here, killing the spring paws. Oh no. Oh my god, they decimated the population. Jeez. We're going to turn in this quest. Not take
Victory
follow
lies
up right
ahead.
away.
Anu Belore Delana.
Spring paws, where are you? Alright. Two more. Oh, you know what I should do? I'm an idiot. The chauffeured Mechanahog is only 60% speed increase. Regular mounts at level 10 are 100% speed increase. There is no purpose or no use, no reason to use the chauffeured Mechanahog after level 10. I mean, unless you want to go, you're okay going slow, in which case that's fine. Alright. Come on, lucky number 6. Here we go. Alright, we'll go turn this quest in. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. Alright, turn
The
this in.
eternal sun guides us. Keep your wits about you.
I'm going to set my Hearthstone
What do you seek?
here.
Remember the sun well.
We are going to teleport home. down. All right. Shave and a haircut. Going with 15. 1. Prince. 5. Full. Long. 12. Both. Except. Okay. Characters. Exploration going down. And Curious Coin. Yep, got those. Okay. Alright. Let's go grab this. While I'm flying over there, I could do that and that. Arm is like twitching.
What's up?
All right.
See you around, friend.
Cool beans. All right. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Subtlety. All right. Talents here. I am going to take. Oh boy. I think I'll take that just to get things started. All right. Macros. Okay, we need Arcane Torrent. Okay. Put that there, take that down. Okay. Start building up my stuff. Cloak of Shadows can go there. Cheap Shot can go there. Alright, and then I need to do Sinister Strike, Eviscerate, Slice and Dice for now. That and that. Alright, I think we're good with that. So over here. Chromie's Call. I need to equip a dagger. Well, it does. You just won't allow me to. There we go. Chromie time. Select a timeline. Let's do... We'll do Draenor first, but we're not going to actually go do Draenor right now. Okay, so that's that. I need to repoison my weapons. And then we can... Time Walker's Hearthstone back. And here we are. Okay. So, we
State your
got
business.
that.
Choose wisely.
Taking that.
I have one of a kind item.
Taking that.
Sinu Amanore. May the eternal sun
Take
guide
that.
Glory to the Sindora.
Take that. All right, South Arrow.
Anaria
I'll
Shola.
do your quest now. Thank you.
We will persevere.
Need to buy your fireworks.
Stay the
Thank
course.
you.
Anaria Shola. Baladash Malanore.
Thank you. We'll take that. And we'll take your quest now as well.
Anu Belore Delana.
So we're still a little bit behind in terms of like where we're at with level versus quest completed. I'm guessing I stealth by some stuff that I normally kill, which is whatever, it's the rogue way. But we are pretty much back on track in terms of like the order of which I do quests. So yeah, we should be in pretty good shape at this point. Those rot limb cannibals with their pesky
Baladash
aura
Malanore.
of rot. I love how the game thinks I have Vanish already. Yeah, I'm basically using Crimson Vial on cooldown because my health and my defenses are not great. Alright, we'll go turn this in.
Our enemies will fall.
What do you seek? Choose wisely. Your gold is welcome here.
Ba-gong.
What do you seek? The reckoning is at hand.
Oh, is the Dark Moon Fair going on? That's some extra experience I could technically get.
Anu Belore Delana. Victory lies ahead. We will
I did that in the wrong order that I usually do. But that's okay.
Our enemies will fall. The dark times will pass.
Do not loiter. We will
All
help.
right.
Anaria Shola.
Not 100% sure. But I think I'm doing the animation for backstab.
We will persevere.
Okay. Come back here.
Everything has a price. Your gold is welcome here.
Shadow Step, Shuriken Storm. Find weakness. Alright, jeez. What? 21 minutes on that Hearthstone. So what'll that be? 35? 8 for 35?
eternal sun guides us. Anaria Shola.
Okay.
Anaria Shola.
State your business. Remember the sun well.
Technically, I move faster in stealth. It's a bit funny, it's funny me following that one thug and like killing all of his buddies behind him. Like as soon as he walks by, it's like he's checking in on all the guards. And as soon as he walks by, the guard he just checks on drops. All right, we gotta go gather her lost cargo. From the Murlocs. forgot that they made Find Weakness a buff rather than a debuff on the target. That's pretty freaking sweet. These dang Murlocs are really bunched up. Uh-oh. Oh, you love to see a crit like that. You love to see it. Shock. I've got Mr. Blue Sky stuck in my head.
What business have you? Our enemies will fall.
I think I've got an idea of how I want to do this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the trees. Go turn in the quest for the pirates, or the withered pirates. From there, I would go back to Falcon Wing Square, or not Falcon Wing Square, but whatever that village is called, Fairbreeze Village. And then from there, I'll do the Dead Scar quest. And then after I do the Dead Scar quests, I will head back to Fairbreeze and turn in the quest like normal, and then start heading towards the Farstrider Retreat. But instead of doing the Farstrider Retreat stuff, I think I'll go get the achievement for attending the Darkmoon Fair. And I think after that, we'll call it a night. Ooh. Oh. I'll do it for the extra stats, but the int is useless for me. Stamina, crit, and haste is nice, though.
Glory to the Sindorai, death to all who oppose us. Our enemies will fall.
What am I taking at 12? I think I'm going to take blind. Yeah, I think I'm going to take blind. So that at 14 I can take fleet-footed. Alright, just bury the necklace. Not gonna let me re-stealth, that's fine. Pop cloak. Back in the day, old White Bark had a withered touch ability, or something along those lines, that did a lot of damage, and it didn't necessarily yeah, I think we'll do that. See, I'm torn because on hunters I usually put misdirect on shift 1. And so I kind of want to put tricks of the trade on shift 1. But on a rogue I usually would put blind on shift 1 and tricks on shift tilde. Or tilde. Oh, I think it's tilde. Anyway. So it's just, excuse me, just a matter of relearning those bindings.
Victory lies ahead. What business
It
have you?
does.
Enuvelore Delana.
I'm going to take your dagger, your finest dagger, sir.
Glory to the Sindorai.
Thank you. And, yep, there we go. Equipped for danger. So here's where I have to make a decision. Do I sneak by all these guys and not get the experience for killing them? Or do I fight them and take longer? It would seem as though I've decided to do the long way. bum, ba-da-dum, bum. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum. All right. So there's going to be one coming down this ramp, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there they are. So I'm actually going to sap him. Oh, and this is actually a perfect time for me to use blind too. But we can wait for him to come around over here. I'm just going to resap. Sorry. It's going to slow us down a little bit, but not too bad. All right. Sap. Oh. I was just thinking ahead to Ghostlands. I don't think I'm going to be able to do Dark Han by myself. The last boss of the Blood Elf starting area, Dark Kondrathir, is a challenging fight if you don't have a pet that can take aggro for you,
will pass.
or if you're melee.
Our enemies will fall.
We'll see how it looks when we get there, obviously, but he has a corruption. I think he melees pretty hard too. He casts Shadow Bolt, and he has a fear. So you got to save your kick for the fear. I think he's immune to stuns. So I couldn't kidney anything else.
The dark times will pass. We will have justice. The reckoning.
Obviously, I could cloak the corruption, but the problem is it's only going to work for one of the corruptions. Yeah, it's just one of those things where we'll have to see how it looks when we get there.
We will persevere. The dark times will pass.
Maybe we'll get some decent gear. Maybe someone else will be in the zone when we do it. Although in Chromie time, there aren't many people that still do Ghostland. It's just not a very efficient zone. So I feel like a lot of people skip it. When do I get evasion? I thought evasion was like early. Ouch. How did I not loot that body? It doesn't make sense. Worst case scenario, I could have one of my guildies help me with Darkon. They don't typically like coming out here, but you know what? They're my friends. Ooh, this group's going to be kind of tough too. There, after this quest, there's a group of 3 mobs that come up
The eternal sun guides us.
that are a little tricky. I guess I could take Shadowblade. Or Shadowblades, sorry. That'll give a nice little boost to the old combo point generation. I'm not 100%, but I think Shadowblades is a little bugged early on in that it won't actually give you full combo points. Oh, double combo points. Got it. That was my misunderstanding with that.
Our enemies will fall. The dark times will pass. State your business.
Well, it wasn't super pretty, but we got through it.
We will persevere.
Rogues are just one of those. They are a tough class at low level. I feel like hunters. Oh, that's right. These guys pop me out of stealth. I'm like running through them. I'm getting ready to run through these Rotland Marauders. Like I could just run through them in stealth, but they have a dot on them. Aura of Rot that would have taken me out of stealth and put me in combat with all of them. But anyway, rogues are just one of those tough classes to level at low levels without gear. They just don't hit very hard. A lot of their stuff comes online later. So it can be a little rough. Just a bit. So we are going to go ahead and this is actually perfect timing. We're going to turn this quest in.
Speak up. What
All
brings you
right.
here?
turn in Swift Discipline. And actually, before we go over there, I think what we're going to do, I don't think the buff lasts while you're logged out, but we'll find out. What we're going to do is grab some ride tickets from the bank that I have. It's just crazy. They think I have all this stuff online already, and I don't. Vanish. Well, Vanish, I guess, is the only one I don't have. Crimson Vial, yes. Blind, yes. Kidney Shot, yes. Cheap Shot, yes. Kick, yes. Cloak, yes. Vanish, no. Faint, yes. Shadow Step, Sprint, yep. Okay. Excuse me.
State your business. Anubelore Delana.
State your business. My business is my own. All right, we're gonna take this quest.
Anubelore Delana. Be ready for any.
But before we do that, I'm going to come over here. The Royal Exchange. Not there. That's the auction house. I want to come over here to La Banker.
Anubelore Delana.
We're going to drop that in there, drop that in there. Don't think there's anything else I need to drop in there. But then we'll come over here. And there are my tickets.
Remember the sun well.
I need to set my Hearthstone. Set my Hearthstone somewhere over here. The idea being, once I'm done at Darkmoon Fair, I can just pop back over here with my Hearthstone. All right.
Baladash Malinore.
Bind my Hearthstone here. All right. We're going to have this mage take me to the fair staging area for 25 copper. All right. We're going to go through the portal. We're going to get the achievement, Come One, Come All. Okay. Deliver the free ticket voucher to Galvis Grime Gate, located inside the Darkmoon Fair. So that's what I'm doing. We will stop in here first.
I got the best deals anywhere. Time Time is money, friend.
Bam. Done. I could just do this now. And I'm going to call it there. We'll pick up maybe tomorrow. We'll play a little bit more tomorrow. I have been playing on my druid, which I made shortly after the Harneer became available. Because I really wanted a Harneer, and well, that's not true. I really wanted a druid on the Horde that looked good in transmog, if I'm being honest. And Harneer fit the bill, so I wanted to make a Harneer druid, and so shortly after the Harneer became available, I made one. And that's just kind of been a chill little project. I've been trying not to obsess over things too much with that character. I'm still obsessing over some things, but not all the things. And that's kind of my goal with this character as well, is just to kind of play the game a little bit here and there. No rush, not trying to smash my way to max level or get achievements in a certain time frame or anything like that. So I did my day one stuff where I get my safer deposit and my shave and a haircut. I got my going down, and I got my curious coin, and I got come one come all for going to the Darkmoon Fair on the day that my character was made. So 4/8/26 is the creation date for this character. It's not that it really matters, again, not trying to obsess over stuff. So that's going to do it for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and log off, and hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.